Herman Carter, also known as the Doctor. Herman Carter understood the human psyche at an early age. To analyze and deconstruct something powerful as the brain piqued his interest. Within a year, Carter got into Yale's advanced neuroscience program, which turned out to be a front for the CIA, who knew that brain power is a must if one were to conquer the world. So, they would need brilliant people to fill in their number one priority: interrogation and intelligence. Carter and the other top-tier recruits were transformed to a secret black site facility known as Larry's Memorial Institute. Dr. Otto Stamper became Carter's mentor, giving him everything Carter needed to further extract information. Over the years, Herman Carter has simply become known as the Doctor throughout the black site. Spies became live test subjects for Carter's electroconvulsive treatment for interrogation, a treatment that prisoners begged to the guards that they be transferred to any other facility than Carter's. His treatment had turned to horrific and bizarre torture to his patients and prisoners, to the point where they were found dead or in vegetative states with all types of head trauma, including his mentor, Dr. Stamper, with his head peeled open and with an array of electrodes and sensors inserted into his still working brain. There were no signs of Herman the Doctor Carter, and the government didn't want to know what went on in the Institute. Therefore, the black site was condemned, and all knowledge of Larry's Memorial Institute redacted forever. The only one with that knowledge was the entity itself. This is where Behavior decided to add some psychological horror elements to it. Every time the Doctor shocks anyone in his vicinity, gets a free electroshock therapy session, which messes up survivors' skill checks and sees hallucinations of the Mad Doctor himself, even making them scream, giving away their position. This guy would be perfect for Outlast trials. There are two ways you can shock them. Shock therapy makes the Doctor shoot electricity to whoever is standing in front of them. This can be useful against anyone you're chasing. Then you got Static Blast, which covers a huge radius around the Doctor, catching any survivors within his terror radius off guard. Both of these electrical shock attacks increase the madness levels for each survivor who unfortunately gets caught in it, but as you can see, Static Blast makes them even more insane. There are three types of madness. Madness 1 causes survivors to scream once, and their skill checks will have a 33% to be Madness skill check. Madness 2 not only raises their percentage of Madness skill checks to 66%, but it'll cause them to see illusionary doctors. And then Madness 3 raises Madness skill checks to 100%, causes survivors to scream every few seconds, and this time, auras of the illusionary doctors can be seen by the real one. It also suppresses the ability for survivors to use items and perform any interactions with the progress bar, even on themselves. The only thing they can do is unhook other survivors and try to snap out of it, although they can only reset their madness to Madness 1. What makes the Doctor annoying to deal with is that any of his attacks can interrupt your progress on either repairing generators, healing yourself, and other teammates, even when trying to unhook other survivors. The Doctor's perks allows him to increase the base value of his terror radius by 6 to 8 meters and reduce his terror radius by 12 to 16 meters when not chasing someone, damage generators and making a survivor that works on it to face a difficult skill check, instantly regressing its progress by 2 to 4% if they fail it. It also increases regression speed by 85% to 130% over the next 30 seconds. He really hates it when survivors make progress on their escape. And making survivors suffer from inefficiency within his terror radius. Any items used by the survivors has its depletion rate increased by 80% to 100%. Overall, I put Doctor on A tier. Playing as him, you can be a massive asshole by impeding everyone's progress, all with a little shock therapy. Still to this day, my friends hate me for using him a lot. While he isn't personally my favorite, I'd recommend using him a lot. Even though the game says he's difficult to use, I find him pretty easy to get used to. It's actually more difficult to try to survive from him.